Hello everyone, this is Bryant with SFOTsource.com, your premier guide to Six Flags Over Texas. We're back here at Six Flags Over Texas. It is right at the end of the summer operations, so they're actually about to go back to weekends right after the weekend that we're here. So we're here to just kind of see what's going on, see if anything has changed since we've been here. It's been a little bit over a month. I know a few Cedar Fair merger things have happened, and of course we want to see what's going on with the Fright Fest setup because they are adding a lot of haunted houses here. And if you haven't seen those details yet, make sure to go to our website because we have all the details about all of the brand new houses coming. So it's hot. We're gonna get inside. Let's head into the park. Nice, bright and sunny day here at Six Flags Over Texas. I did notice right up here at the front they have taken the flowers out of the planters and put in some like colored rocks or mulch. Still got your fountain going, of course. And then up at the carousel stage they have started to repaint that. It looks like it's like a very dark gray and then some dark hints of purple. So those are Halloween colors. Maybe we got something going on for Halloween up here. We really don't know in terms of entertainment except for one thing, what's going on for Halloween. Hey y'all, I'm actually jumping here out of time because we've already filmed this video, but I did get some new Fright Fest information, new information about shows, scare zones, haunted houses, all of that. So it's not necessarily being specifically covered in this video, but we will continue on with the tour. And if you're interested in those details, go to the description. You'll see a Fright Fest 2024 guide link. Click that, and it'll show you the lineup for this year. Also here at the front, we've got tons of signage for haunted house auditions. And I really like this strategy because I feel like you're not casting just like a generic monster. You're trying to cast characters that you would expect to see in these settings. So, love to see this, and hopefully these auditions are going well. As we make our way into the Mexico section, we stopped off here at La Cantina. Just wanted to point out the first big change since the merger. And I pointed this out during our last visit to Fiesta, Texas, but that $1.30 surcharge is gone. So great news. We'll see if any of the other food pricing adjusts. I do know that the Cedar Fair management, which took over the merged Six Flags, is looking pretty intimately at the pricing of things at these parks. We've pointed these signs out a few times, but just the friendly reminder, those are the wrong dates for Oktoberfest Food Festival. But I believe those are the right dates for Kids Boo Fest, which is the family, child-friendly Halloween event that they do. And then you've got Fright Fest, September 13th to November 3rd. And then, of course, Holiday in the Park will round out 2024. So we'll talk a little bit about Oktoberfest here in a minute once we get to kind of the area where Oktoberfest takes place. And over here on the map displays, they are still advertising Texas Justice, the one entertainment offering they had this summer. I do believe historically this has gone through Labor Day weekend, so maybe that is the case again, but we don't really have any firm details on that. I do really like the fun little artwork that they did to go along with the gunfighters. Lots of fun. I have a feeling that this guy has seen some things that maybe he can't talk about. Made our way into the Texas section, and I kind of wanted to stop by the Fright Fest store to see if there's anything new. Unfortunately, it's closed right now, but as we kind of look across the main thoroughfare of Texas, not really a lot going on. The gunfighters are out taking pictures and meeting and greeting with folks, but pretty quiet Sunday out here for sure. one thing that we really know nothing about are scare zones. And so far, I haven't seen any indication of what the scare zones will be or where they will be located. So hopefully the park makes an announcement at some point, but we're kind of in the dark on that. But you know, there's something to be said about not really knowing. It's kind of fun that way. There's a little anticipation, but it'd be nice to know a little bit. We've wrapped back around kind of into the upper Texas section, and we learned that Curse of the Polynesian Palm, which debuted during Scream Break, is returning, and this will be like the exit. They've kind of flipped it around in comparison to how Piggy's Bloodshed used to be set up. So that was a really fun haunt, and I loved the creativity of the story, so great to see that coming back, and it'll reach a wider audience scale because a lot more people do haunted houses during Fright Fest. So I think what we're going to do, though, is once we pass Rodeo, we'll go towards the right and just take a quick look on Smith Street, kind of talk about Oktoberfest Food Festival as well. So this area, also known as Old South, but they definitely call it more Smith Street, is where a lot of your Oktoberfest Food Festival stuff is located. Haven't started on this yet unless it's moving, but I doubt it's moving because this is kind of perfect area for it. But the dates you saw on that sign are not correct. They have kind of shifted some things around. Okay, so the current, actually went and looked because even I wasn't sure, but the current advertised dates on the park's social media for Oktoberfest Food Festival is select dates September 7th through November 3rd. So that's probably Saturday and Sunday. You can expect that, but the website says one thing, the app says another thing. The signs say something completely different than those two. So I'm going to go off of the post that they just recently made on social media. Nonetheless, I love Oktoberfest Food Festival and excited to see it coming back. Also here in Old South, you have La Creperie, which I'm excited to see. Actually seems like it's going to be La Creperie because the brand new TVs say so, but haven't seen it open at all this year. I did really enjoy the crepes when we tried them, but hopefully that's good news that that'll be coming back real soon. Now across from La Creperie, you have the Southern Palace Theater, which we know is going to be home to the return of Dr. H.H. Holmes' Freak Show for Fright Fest. All right, folks, I know we've been a little bit critical of the food here, but they are hiring an executive chef, just like Fiesta Texas. So I think things are definitely looking up in the food department, but we're actually gonna pop into JB Smokehouse Barbecue to get a little lunch before we head into the tower section. All right, folks, today we are going to try the brisket sandwich with waffle fries. I do like how those waffle fries are nice and seasoned. Brisket sandwich, looking kind of like a normal brisket sandwich. Looks like it also comes with pickles, so let's give this a try. I also want to say employees in there, super friendly and helpful. All right, folks, here we go. Lots of brisket on there, that's for sure. So, theme park brisket is theme park brisket, right? So you gotta put that into perspective. But it's fine. The bun is kind of toasted. It's very buttery though. And these fries are definitely fresh. Did you hear that crunch? Yeah. Out of all the fries we have kind of done a taste test with over these last few videos, these are definitely the best. Really nice. The sandwich isn't bad either. A little bit on the messy side. It's your kind of your normal theme park brisket, but there's nothing wrong with it. It's fresh. So far, I know the bar is low, but this is the best food we've taste tested so far. Now, this does run about $20. Like I said, the folks at Cedar Fair who have kind of taken over management of all the parks after the merger are looking at how things are priced. I don't really know if the food price is going to change. We can hope it changes. But we went to Carowinds last year. We're going to a couple more of the Cedar Fair Legacy parks here this month. And I'm not really sure that the food is that far off. It might be a couple dollars cheaper, but I wouldn't hold my breath on expecting some big change to the way the food is priced. Had a nice solid lunch at JB Smokehouse Barbecue, one of the best meals we've had here in quite some time. But now it's time for us to trek on through into the tower section. And right here across from the exit to Pirates of Spelunker Cave is a big tent that has gone up on this pad over here. Now, historically, this is a haunted house location. It does look like there are some flats inside the building for like haunted house walls, but it's a pretty fancy looking tent here. I'll be curious to see. The other thing is even though we have the names of the haunted houses, we don't really know where they're going. So that is a little bit of a mystery. Yeah, quite the bulky building with its fancy glass doors and such. Oh, we found our first scare zone up here on the left. Just kidding, just the soliciting booth. So we've rounded over to Chop 6, and one of the things we noticed during our last visit to Fiesta, Texas is that they started kind of getting rid of the mobile ordering TVs, like the little self-order kiosks that are kind of tied into the mobile ordering. They still have them here, and they had them at JB Smokehouse Barbecue as well. So not really sure if these will stick around or if it's a park by park basis. Now, directly in front of us, you have Texas Arena, which is typically home to 2 haunted houses during Fright Fest. And in a perfect world, we would go up to the top of the oil derrick to kind of spy and take a peek down there. But unfortunately, oil derrick is closed today, so we'll just have to continue speculating. I want to know in the comments below, do you prefer the classic Shockwave logo and sign, or do you prefer the new Shockwave logo and sign that's above the entrance? Also at the entrance to Shockwave, they've kind of repurposed some of the queue, and it is now a shaded seating area, which is always good to see. Always good to see more shade, but of course the entrance to the ride is still there on the left. So I know here at Dino Off-Road Adventure, which has some really nice flowers there in the little center area, I know that they fixed the fountain that's over on the other side, the fountain that kind of pre-existed with Chaparral antique cars that hadn't worked in a while, but never noticed this fountain over here by the railroad tracks and oil derrick. Alright, so part of the Texas Arena is kind of opened up. There's definitely a little bit of activity going on back there, but not too much to see. We've made our way into the Boomtown section over here by the Boomtown Bar and the Gunslinger, and there was a planter right here in the middle that is completely gone now. So I'm sure from a pedestrian walking standpoint, this is a very good idea, but I do wish, you just plant one tree here so that, in a handful of years, you've got some shade on this blacktop pathway. It is so hot in this one spot now. I mean, it was before, but we plant trees when they get taken out. That'd be cool. We have ventured into the Gotham City section, and oh my goodness, whoever was running the Chills frozen drinks stand, their location's been condemned. So it's a rough streets here in Gotham City. And here at Gotham City Stage, it looks like where they've moved the karaoke that they like to do too. So you can sign up and do karaoke there, but don't know what's going on with this for Fright Fest, if there's going to be a show or what. So it's kind of hard to tell. We've made our way over to the corner of Gotham City over here by the Joker, and I have no clue what they're gonna do back here for Fright Fest. This is typically the location of two haunted houses. The two haunted houses that used to live back here are gone. I'm not sure if they plan on integrating those Johnny Rockets awnings into it, but hopefully not. You know, there's a lot of haunted houses, so we really don't have an idea of where they're gonna fit all of these. So I assume we're gonna see a lot more temporary structures, but who knows? Not a lot of clues yet. And just to further reference the Johnny Rocket thing, I know we've given the park such a hard time about them taking the awnings off this building because of all the wiring that was just left hanging out, but it's all cleaned up and the building is looking pretty good on the outside. And we've made our way into the USA section, trying to catch a little shade after being in Gotham City. But Texas Skyscreamer still down. It's been down for, I don't know what, at least like a month and a half, 2 months, maybe more. That's when I started really noticing it. No communication about what's going on here. This is just kind of your nondescript sign. I don't know why refurbishment would be happening right now. I guess it's possible, but it's the summertime and you've been open every day, so I don't know. Whatever's going on, it's severe enough because it was taken off of the online Flash Pass system. So as we swing over from Texas Skyscreamer, you've got the Majestic Theater here, and this is always home to a haunted house, so I expect nonetheless the haunted house just gets left up every year. So fun little haunted house there in Majestic Theater. Stopped off here in Six Flags Universe, and they do have some new, I don't know if it's new, I don't really pay a ton of attention to this merch, but the Fright Fest merch is out. Some of this is a lot more simple. It's all sweaters though, and that ain't gonna be a thing right now. It's hot, but got your glow in the dark sweater. And we got some stuff over here. What do y'all think about these shirts? This one glows in the dark. You got like a skeleton thing over here. Let's see. Oh yeah, lots of these like skeleton shirts. All right. There you go. If the Fright Fest store is closed, you can pick up some stuff in here. And we've made the full circle back up to the front. The last thing I wanted to point out is that they have placed a Bugs Bunny Boomtown entrance sign right here at the bridge that takes you over to the brand new rides. But I think what we're gonna do on our way out is actually hit up some roller coaster coffee, get us a drink to go. I still just want to point out how nice I feel like this little mini section that was redone came out all the way over to the roller coaster coffee with the cool mural. All right, everyone, that does it for this visit to Six Flags Over Texas. We had a really pleasant visit today. Lots of team members that were very friendly and initiated the conversation, which I always like. It makes you feel a lot more welcome when you go somewhere. So even though some things sometimes are a little rough around the edges here, the frontline team members are doing a great job. I'm a little surprised to see that there's not a ton of Fright Fest stuff being put together yet. We're just about a month out when I recorded this, and they have a lot of stuff advertised in terms of haunted houses. So I was expecting a little bit more kind of, I guess, work being done there. But nonetheless, spooky season is right around the corner, and it's Always something to look forward to. Walking and talking is hard, but I want to thank you all for coming along with us and checking out the park and checking out the updates. If you have any questions, let us know in the comments below. Make sure to check out sfotsource.com. That is our premier guide to Six Flags Over Texas. We thank you all for watching. Take care. We'll see you soon at a theme park.